This is just my opinion.
I want to change the subject a little bit, man. I'm going through this, this sports era with the kids,
Yeah.
and I see the kids playing sports, and I'm looking around at the basketball courts, 10, 12 basketball courts going at the same time. You got people of all ages, sizes, everything like this, and then same thing with football, same thing with soccer. And I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be better out there. Got to be better out there. And then you hear these little group of kids on the side saying, "Oh man, I wish Willie could play. I wish Willie would play. I wish, so and so could play. Man, you seen that boy on the playground? You seen that boy on the..." You know why we don't see them playing? Because they just can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think parents, and I don't blame parents for not being able to afford it, because there's a lot that goes into it. Picking them up, dropping them off, taking time from work, taking time from this to go and drop them off, pick them up, making sure they have a ride home, making sure they have this, making sure they get the schoolwork done, and sports and this. But parents got to understand how important sports is to kids. Just mental stability, the friendship, the leadership that comes out of playing sports. You know what I mean? It teaches you how to get along with others. It teaches you how
Discipline.
it teach you how to work as a team. And I just think something needs to be done about the programs that a lot of kids can't afford to attend.
But also, now that you bring it up, but that also like works these days are not like they're not set up either for parents to be able to assist their kids with that thing. Like works is like, oh yeah, no, yours is like 9 to 5, and that's like your kid is out of school at 3 and got a game or practice at 4. You're like, oh shit, what I do? How would I handle this? Like, cause this is like an every week thing. I can't take time off every week.
Yeah.
So there's gotta be something that the government can do or companies can do where if you got kids, then you can get a special accommodation for the hours. Not that you work less, you can just accommodate your hours to be able to be present for your kid and take your kids to sports stuff.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's just being affordable. Most parents, so many parents,
like money wise as well. Okay, yeah.
I mean, soccer is expensive.
No,
but that's because they're taking advantage and making sports
Baseball.
luxury. It's a luxury these days.
So okay, all travel sports are expensive. All travel sports are expensive. These kids aren't getting handouts from people to go and travel, play baseball. Because people say, I'm not giving my money for them to travel to play baseball. They can play baseball right here. Because the way we grew up, it was in school. You played for your school.
Yeah.
That was it. There was no travel here, travel there, travel there. If you want to travel, you make the all-star team. And then when you make the all-star, you got regionals and all of these, you know what I'm saying, put it together, and you end up in Little League World Series kind of thing. That's when you travel. But now it's like, it's just the fact that some of the best kids that play the sports we love, you'll never see.
Mm-hmm.
Never see. Tight end. Tight end. He played with Cincinnati.
Tight end from soccer?
No. Football.
Okay.
He
You
retired.
played with the Bengals?
Yeah, I want to say Bengals. Never played football. Never played football in college. And Antonio? Antoine?
Antonio Brown? No.
No. Antonio. No, not Antonio Davis.
The Antonio for the Cowboys or?
He was a tight end for
Damn, I kind of like think you're looking for Antonio.
San Diego. Not San Diego. Was it San Diego Chargers? Might have been the Chargers.
I don't. You got me on that one.
Big, tall, black guy. Played basketball.
Did he play basketball?
Yeah. Basketball was cheap. Basketball was
Then he jumped
inexpensive
into
to play.
football.
And then he played football, went as a walk-on, and then became the highest paid tight end in the sport.
I gotta check it. Yeah, check it out.
Antonio Walker. His sister lives here.
There's quite a few, Antonio.
Antonio.
Check it out. See, not Antonio Brown.
Antonio or Antoine. Antonio.
Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates. Yep, Gates.
Who was it here for?
Gates.
Who did he
Chargers?
usually played?
Chargers.
Yep, Chargers.
Okay.
Chargers. Yeah. Because he couldn't afford to play football. You get it? So he played basketball. We can do it where? On the free.
Mm-hmm.
Free.
Yeah.
Free. And it wasn't all these travel teams, guys. So he went to a college and he played college.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why to make it. Like, I think it's just because the sport became so famous these days, and it's a luxury now. So everybody want to get something out of it.
So you get what I'm saying when I'm talking about Antonio Gates.
He got
The man had good hands. He could play the game. You just never got a chance to see him play the game because of the fact that he just didn't have the money to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, based off of that logic, I think
his sister works right here at the clinic. Right here at the
which clinic?
On Ford Road. Ford Road to the right. The urgent care.
Oh, the one that is
on the right by Morton Taylor.
Gotcha. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's interesting. But I think based off of that, I mean, yeah, I agree that it is a lot tougher, but it is programs out here. It's just that you just got to be in a certain place. It's like Detroit Pal.
Yeah.
Like if you want it in a certain area, like you want to live somewhere that you feel like is better for your family and you want it there, the cost of entry is a lot higher. But you got a lot of Detroit Pal teams. And I think also on top of that, like you said, if you can't do one, whatever is the nearest, put them in it, let them try it. I mean, you never know. You might lead you. It might lead you to your main sport. But I think the problem is just not putting your kid in nothing.
I get it. But what if your kid just like soccer? What if you see your kid at home with a soccer ball and just killing it?
And you don't live in Detroit.
And then
put them in soccer.
And you don't live in Detroit.
Find the nearest soccer you can.
It's not big in. Yeah.
Find the nearest soccer you can. Figure out if you can at least get in there and work with the team to say, hey, can we figure out a way to get him home?
There's rec leagues. There are rec leagues that they can go into that's not expensive at all because they don't travel. They don't do any of that. But not many scouts are looking at rec teams.
True.
Not many scouts because they're assuming if your kid's playing rec, they ain't that good. Or they're not that serious.
That's what they assume. Yeah. That's true. But my thing is like, why make it to one specific group when sports should be for everybody to try?
That's my point.
Because it make money now.
Yeah, that's my point.
And that's what I was saying about the luxury. Like, they want to make luxury out of it. But like, why do we? Because people say like, no, there's not a lot of money for this. There's a lot of federal money. There is a lot. We just wasted on shit that we don't have to.
Yeah. I mean,
like, who the fuck want to spend $2 billion try to send one person to Mars when we can save millions of kids down here? What the hell am I gonna do with Mars?
I think the parents that are involved with sports who have the money, not saying pay for another kid. I'm saying go to these people that higher up, talk to them and say, hey, look, we are paying enough money.
Can we do something?
Can we do something for these so we can invite other people in? There got to be a happy medium. Or is there a coach that's willing to start a league and let them play against some of these elite girls,
right?
Elite teams, traveling teams. Maybe they don't travel. But what if they compete against in their own hometown games around here? Compete against them. And they don't have a name.
Like make it accessible for everybody. Like, you know, that's the first thing to do. Like, Coach, make it accessible.
Come up with a team of the Bad News Bears. I don't care. And make them better. Make them know that someone cares.
No, I think they could, but the parents got to support it though. A lot of times when somebody do come out with something that's supposed to benefit people who can't do it, it's usually parents that don't appreciate it.
And there'll be
because it's a different type of clientele.
A lot of parents won't get the kids there. Won't support the coach. But like I said, these coaches have to see Sugar Hill. Tyson Fury's trainer. Guys, I've seen this with my own eyes. He arrested 4 kids. Instead of the judge put those kids in juvie, he made them go to the gym. Mm-hmm. Javen, working at the courtroom officer, get off working from court, go to their neighborhood, gave him a spot where he had to meet him. If they didn't meet, he turned them into their probation officer, and they go to jail. Javen used to go out of his way, pick up these kids, 4 of them. 2 of them were brothers, and the other 2 were just 2 kids off the streets. Next thing you know, the sister of the 2 brothers came in. Next thing you know, Javen trained 16, 20 kids. 16, 20 kids. Javen took 16 people to a national tournament that he got from the streets and brought back 12 national championships.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Because I see boxing is still one of the sports where
it's not expensive.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to travel.
It's pretty accessible. Yeah, it's pretty accessible. So
I have a kid that I train now. I will not say names, but I am telling you guys, this kid is special. I'm telling you, I've seen this before.
Is it a new one?
He's young. He's been with me for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Been with me, not like years, but he's been with me for a minute.
Yeah, they newish.
Been with me for a minute. And I seen this kid.
In the younger group?
Yeah. Young kid. I seen this kid before. And when I seen him before, the world said he is probably the best Olympic boxer that they've ever seen. He won Olympic gold medal. His name is Mark Breland. He used to train Deontay Wilder. This kid has a jab that's so smooth. Pop, pop, one motion, pop. And it fools me. I'm looking at him like, okay. and he shoots the right hand right through the middle, like, wah. But he missed the gym a lot because he doesn't have family support. Mom don't want to bring him sometime. Mom, it's too far a drive, whatever. And man, what scares me about this kid is it's going to pass him by. And I hope he sticks with it enough to when he gets old enough to drive, he can drive himself here.
Yeah.
Because I believe his dad will get him an automobile. But let me tell you something. This is a special kid, man. And I hope they don't lose him in the cracks. Respectful, playful, knows he doesn't know how good he's got it or how good he is. But I'm telling you guys, if this kid make it to be 16 with me, he gonna be special.
But he also don't know it yet because he don't have that confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Because he don't have that support.
Right?
Because he don't feel that support. It's gonna make your confidence just
I don't know
go
if
down.
He don't have the support. I mean, he doesn't get here as much as he should. And he can be here more. He just, but I can tell you this. He ain't lacking confidence.
In that part, yeah, because I know you're talking about.
That little brat is confident.
In that part, yeah.
He straight up said, I said, why don't you throw the right hand? You know what he said? Because I didn't want to hurt him.
I remember that day.
I don't want to hurt him.
Wow.
I said, you don't want to hurt him?
That day.
What do you mean? He says, because I hit hard. I go, okay, kid. All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of confidence kids have. And if I can take one brick, put it on top of a brick, put it on top of a brick, sit on top of a brick, and then I put a few bricks around it, eventually we're going to have a freaking house. This kid is that good. I haven't talked about a kid like this in a long time. This kid is special.
Yeah.
Special. And I just hope his parents get on board and see how special he is.
And that's what I was meaning
Not
with
the
like the confidence. That's what I
Not the
mean.
They don't come in the gym.
Yeah, but and that's what I mean when I say like like lacking in confidence. Like I mean like lacking confidence outside of here. Like which like my parents don't see. Yeah, like my parents doesn't see or doesn't make me feel like I am that good. Even though we can tell him or make him feel like it, but if we don't see him, if he don't feel it at home, man, it's gonna hit you hard.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
make it hard.
And parents, and even on the subject we talked about from the movies. I just want you to know, it's just three guys here talking, man. Just shooting our opinions. We can't tell you how to think. We can't tell you what to do. We can only tell you how we think and how we feel.
Yeah, and just give our opinion.
And that's why we say we name this just our opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We're not pushing it on you. We're not doing anything. When you turn this on and look at us, you just see three young men talking. Okay. Two young men and a man.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was gonna let you have it.
I was gonna have it.
Did you hear I said that, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear I said that, right?
Yeah.
Two young men and a man.
My name still have a man, so I'm good. I'm no longer the teenager.
yeah. But we want you to know on the serious tip, if you got the opportunity to get your kid into sports,
do
man,
it.
get it. Get them in the sport, man. Get them in the
100%
sport.
something.
Get them in the sport. If you get them being around people as their own age, who think the same thing, who get them off the streets, put them in the sports, get them off the video games, put them in the sports, make them do something with other kids as a team.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand how expensive it could be and how inconvenient it can be. But remember, it's not spending time with your kids. It's not spending money on your kids. It's investing time in your kids. It's investing money in your kid. It's not spending. Spending is never good. No matter if you tell people, I got to spend time with my kids, you don't sound happy. Hey, I got to invest time in my kids today. Yeah. I'm investing. I'm not spending. That's what people got to understand. No one wants to spend. People hate spending. They just love the stuff they get from spending, but they hate the money leaving their pocket. So spending is not good. Investments. When you invest, what do you expect?
Earning.
You expect a return.
Yep.
If you do not invest in those kids, your return could be very, very little.
Or nothing.
Very little.
No, 100%.
You see what I'm saying?
Nothing.
And that's all I got to say. And that's, like I said, it's just three men talking. Three men talking. We can't force you. We don't even want to change your opinion.
We just want to give you ours.
But if we can't change your opinion, let us know why. Let us know why you don't agree with us.
Or maybe help you have one on your own. Because there's always somebody like is in between, like, okay, I think this, I think that, and until they see other perspective, like, oh, okay, you know what? I make up my mind.
And I think our next show, let's do what we do. Let's go back to what we do best. Let's talk boxing. We got a lot of good ones coming up.
By the way,
we will not talk Jake Paul and Tyson.
Yeah,
don't talk about it.
I didn't even thought about it. When is that happening?
Don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I ain't even keeping up with
I had
it.
that not in my mind at all.
Next.
I didn't even had it in my mind.
I think when the big fights are coming up, we all need to have a breakdown. Breakdown who's going to win the fight.
And Bebo better be.
I was about to say, that's my most anticipated.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But that one is happening this weekend.
Yeah.
This upcoming weekend. So now that we're talking about that,
really
quick. Well, we're really quick. Who do you think is gonna take that? I think Bebo is gonna take that fight.
Yeah.
I think Bebo's gonna
I'm
take
leaning
that fight.
towards Bivol too, unless if he ain't on this game, then it's a wrap. But if he keep it moving, he got it.
Have you ever seen a fighter more on his game?
No, he working right now. I just want to see a good fight because some of these fights just ain't it, man.
Listen, what scares me, what bothers me is when people say, just don't get hit. Bivol has been cracked. The problem is, if you want Beterbiev to win, don't crack Bivol. Because when you crack him, he comes back with about a 10-piece.
That man get hit. Oh,
but I mean, you
better be yes.
But what other proof do you want? What's the one with Canelo? Canelo hit hard.
Cinder block hands.
Listen, the difference between Beterbiev and Bivol, Bivol has proven he can take it. Beterbiev haven't.
Yeah, ain't nobody hit him like that. That's true.
He wobbled one of the last few fights.
It's different. It's different from taking it and receiving it.
No, that's valid.
You see, Beterbiev gonna take it. Bivol gonna receive it. Let it go. He gonna go with the show. He gonna go with the flow. And this is the reason why I think he's gonna beat him. Breaking it down. Bivol has been in big fights. Bivol has answered the call. answered the call of a guy coming out, cracking him. Hit him with
Hard hitter too.
Wobbled him. And he came back and put about a 7, 8, 10 piece on there. Yep. In, out, in, over, in, out, in, over, in, out. And it never stopped coming.
Oh, that's facts.
He better be able to get hit. He gonna get hit with punches from different places he ain't never seen. Never seen.
He's a smart boxer.
Now,
People is a smart boxer.
Ask me who I'm betting on.
I like them both.
Now ask me who I'm betting on.
Who you betting on?
Better be up.
Because if we win, it just
What do you do?
Learn on this. You gotta learn this game.
Follow the money.
Yeah.
Follow
You
the
better
money.
be win this fight, buddy.
Listen,
Big
Boom.
payday.
That's a hit. Yeah, it's payday.
I mean, it's not crazy odds like 40-1, nothing like that. But the odds are still better be up. If you win the fight, you still getting you know, like maybe 7, 8
he's a
to
better
1.
boxer fighter. Like he knows when to fight. He knows when to box. He know when he gotta go in defensive mode, and he know when he gotta go in the offensive mode.
But you do know better be up is flat-footed.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Better be you. Just the last 2-5 or something like that. He got cracked and he got wobbled quite a few times in that fight.
You know why? Because he's all offense and no defense.
Yep.
And if you're not defensive-minded guy going against Bibble, your head is
all I needed was
for the taking.
Yeah, all I needed was watch the last 2-5 from people. I was like, yeah, this guy got it.
I'm just hoping for a good fight between both of them, man.
This is from betright.com. If you want to chase some money, take Better Be Up. If you want to take the sure win, take Bibble.
If you want to lose money, go for Bibble.
Well, I mean, you can bet.
You can come up with something light.
But you
gotta bet 500 on Bibble to win 100.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta lose money anyway. You make 100, but you lose 400. So
you know, I mean, you bet 500 on Bibble, you'll get 600 back. So you get your 500 back plus the 100.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
you bet 500 on
that's a safety bet for somebody who just getting into it. There you go.
You bet
first time betting, try that out.
Yeah.
You bet 500 on Better Bill, you could get 8-1.
That wall is gonna be full next time.
4 J's, baby.
But we gotta talk about our show pretty quick. October 27. Where is it gonna be again?
October 27, Maltese Club. It's right on Ford Road and Oakman.
Dearborn, right?
Yep, Dearborn.
So if you are here in Michigan,
right next to the Pantheon, if you know where that's at. Yep. So it's here south. It's a quarter mile south of Ford Road on Oakman.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, if you're here in Michigan, stop by. It's October 27. Doors open at 2.
Yep.
The doors open at 2 p.m.
Show starts at 3.
Stop by there. Support us. Show us our love. But don't forget, subscribe, share, comment, follow. And this is just my opinion, people.